Hi everyone, this is Cheryl and welcome to my sewing room. I'm going to demonstrate how to make this little drawstring for anything bag. I use these for packing items such as my hair dryer, pill bottles, anything you want. These also make great little gift bags. Make these using children's fabrics and put small little toys in them. Make it any size and for any items you want to store or carry with you. So let's get started. Remember, you can make this bag any size you want. But if you want to make it the size I made, mine finished out at 7 3/4 inches by 9 1/4 inches. And this is what you're going to need. So you're going to need two pieces, 8 1/4 inches by 10 1/2 inches, one that is 6 1/2 by 8 1/2 inches, for the lining, one that is 8 1/2 by 16 1/2, and then for this size bag you're going to need two pieces of 1/4 inch ribbon that is roughly 20 inches long. Take your fabric A and fabric B and bring fabric B front side down on the front side of one of the fabric A's. Stitch 1/4 inch seam along there. Then take your other fabric A, bring it on top of the lower portion of fabric B and stitch 1/4 inch seam. Then press your seams on the back side, and then after that press the seams to where they go in towards the center of this fabric that's for the bottom. Then do some top stitching, and you're going to do it on the top of the B fabric. Do it 1/8 of an inch in this way from the seam and go all the way down and do it on both sides. Bring the lining and the fabric for the outside front sides together and place pins all around the edges. You're going to leave a small opening right in here so that you can turn it front side out later. So now do 1/4 inch seam. So back stitch here, go all the way around all four sides and stop here and do back stitches. Before turning it front side out, trim off some of the fabric at the corners. This will make your corners lay a lot flatter. Make sure you don't cut into your stitch line. So do this at all four corners. Reach inside your opening and begin turning it front side out. After turning it front side out, take something that's somewhat pointed, not too sharp, and go and poke out all of the corners. Then fold your edges in here 1/4 of an inch inside and pin it closed. Then give the entire bag a good pressing. You want to make sure all of your edges are pressed flat. Then you're going to stitch real close to the edge around all four sides. To create the casing for the ribbon, have the lining side facing up. This next step will depend on the width of your ribbon that you're going to use in your casing areas. I'm using 1/4 inch width because my bag is small. But if you're making a larger bag, you can use 1/2 inch wide ribbon. So if you're using the 1/4 inch ribbon like I am, fold your edges over 1 1/2 inches. If you're folding it, if you're using 1/2 inch wide ribbon, fold it over 1 3/4 inches. Then you're going to stitch along this edge here on each side. You're going to do a second stitch line that will create the casing for the ribbon. For 1/4 inch wide ribbon, you're going to stitch 1/2 inch from your stitch line in that way. If you're using 1/2 inch wide ribbon, you're going to go in 3/4 of an inch from your stitch line and stitch all the way across. fold it in half and place pins along this edge and this edge. After pinning, then you're going to start down here at this folded edge here. You're going to stitch about 1/8 of an inch seam, and you're going to just stitch right along here, and then you're going to stop just a little ways below the casing area. Make sure you back stitch here also, and then do the same thing on the other side. To determine the length of the ribbon that you will need, have about 1 inch coming out on one side and 2 inches out on the other, and fold the ribbon in half, and then cut 2, and that'll be how much you will need. In order to put it into the casing, put a safety pin on one end. Now if you're using 1/4 inch wide ribbon, make sure you have a safety pin that is going to go through it, and then bring it all the way through to the other side. After you've come out on this side over here, now turn this over and now insert it in the casing up here and begin pushing it through. When you're done, both ends of the ribbon will be out on the same side. Now you're going to repeat the process with the other ribbon, but don't start on this side. Instead, you're going to go over to this side, insert it in, and begin pushing it through to the other side. Come out this side, turn it over, and insert it in here. Pull it through, and then you'll have 2 ends of the ribbon on one side and 2 ends of the ribbon on the other side. Take the 2 ends on each side and tie them in a knot, and then all you need to do then is just pull and it gathers itself up. For more fun beginners sewing projects, go to the very end of this video, and there you will see a green screen, and then click on the links. I hope this video was helpful to you. Now if you like this video, please click on the old thumbs up button, and also click on share to share this video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click on that red subscribe button down there in the lower right hand corner of your screen. Then enter your email address and then click on the little bell so that you receive email notifications. If you're not receiving the email notifications, then you need to go to your cell phone or your iPad or tablet and go into settings, look for notifications button, and push it to on. Then you'll start receiving the notifications. I'm Cheryl. This is Manny. So glad you came to my sewing room. We'll see you next time, and happy sewing.